Yes, sir. Thank you, President Davis. President Davis,
Here.
thank you. Vice President Broussard. Vice President Broussard is not able to make the call. Commissioner Cavello,
Here.
Commissioner Daigle,
Here.
Commissioner Barry,
Here.
Commissioner Rithaler,
Here.
Commissioner Kura,
Here.
Commissioner Pacheco,
I'm here.
Commissioner Wildcat,
Here.
Senator Driscoll, are you able to join us? It appears that he is not. Representative Newsom had said that she was unable to attend. Governor's liaison, Dan Schiffer, are you on the call? Does not appear that he is. We also have joining us from the Attorney General's office, Mr. Mike Kaler. Commissioner, or President Davis, we do have a quorum.
Thank you, Charlie. Let's proceed with your opening remarks there, the welcome.
Thank you, sir. Welcome to the June 1st, 2022 special meeting of the Wyoming Gaming Commission. Our mission, the primary mission of the Gaming Commission is the protection of the wagering public and the health, safety, and welfare of the participants in all lawful gaming and parimutuel activity. Individuals who wish to address the commission will be recognized and called upon by the president to speak. After the president has recognized you, please clearly state your name, the name of your organization, who you represent prior to addressing the commission. All comments, questions, and responses must flow through the president by addressing the president each time you wish to speak. This procedure ensures an orderly flow of discussion during the commission meeting. All meetings of the governing body of the agency are public meetings, open to the public except as otherwise provided pursuant to 16.403A. This meeting is being held via Zoom. It's also available via video streaming on the YouTube link, and the commission may open an executive session at any point. Thank you.
With that, Charlie, let's proceed with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Normally, we would have the first pitch, but Charlie, let's go to agenda number 2, item number 2. Approval of the agenda as presented. Is there a motion?
We approve it.
Thank you, Commissioner Barry. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Commissioner Daigle. Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. With that, Charlie, let's go to item number 3, 307 Racing.
Thank you, President Davis. 307, item number 3, 307 horse racing, discussion, consideration, possible action on the following matter. The agency received a request May 30th, 2022, asking to amend its live racing schedule to add a parimutuel race day on Friday, June 3rd, 2022, in an attempt to replace the day canceled due to weather. In your packets, commissioners, you see the letter. And if you'd like me to, President Davis, I can read the letter if that would be helpful for you and the commissioners, or not. You do have a updated email that we received from 307 Horse Racing that was received this morning. And it's in your packet, in your updated packet, as well as in what it provides you is with an option B. How would you like to proceed?
Commissioners, how would you like to go forth on this? I would like to hear the second one for sure. I've had a chance to review the first one.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
Mr. President, Commissioner Kerr, I'd like to have that second option read to us also from Charlie, if that's possible.
Sounds very good, Commissioner Kura. Everybody seems to be nodding their head. So Charlie, if you would proceed.
Yes, thank you. What I'll do is start off with the first option. And it says, Dear Wyoming Gaming Commission, it is unfortunate we have had to cancel the races for today, Memorial Day, May 30th, 2022. We have had a great weekend of races. Looking forward to another day of good races at Energy Downs. That said, the weather had a different plan for us today. Wyoming is getting some great moisture. The country really needs the moisture, and it's been a bad drought here for several years. 307 horse racing is involved in canceling the races today. It was very unsafe conditions for all participants, in canceling today's races was what was in the best interest of the race meet and everyone involved. There's a list of individuals in the letter that were consulted prior to making the decision. Denny Wirtz, who is our safety steward, Shonda Larson, Jocks Guild representative, several trainers were spoken to, and there's a list in the email, and also the stewards. The stewards ultimately made the call. And to give you just a brief timeline, commissioners, if I can find it, I'll have to pull it up on my computer. At approximately 9:36 on the 30th, on Memorial Day, track's presiding steward, Bill Brown, contacted me via phone, and the stewards had made their decision to cancel the races due to the safety issues and the extent of the rain. Shortly thereafter, Special Agent Steinberg contacted me as well, and verifying, wanted to make sure that I had received the call. And then within about an hour after that, I sent an email out to all of you and to Mr. Kaler as well about the cancellation. So in this initial request that's here, the request was to reschedule the races for Friday and offer those races on Friday. The entire card was canceled on Memorial Day. Option B, and which was presented to us, and this came in yesterday evening at about 5:11 in the afternoon, and was printed off and forwarded to you this morning. It says, Dear Wyoming Gaming Commission, after several discussions today within our organization, it has been decided that we would also like to present an option B to the commission. And the request already in place can obviously be discussed in tomorrow's meeting. The commission would like to pursue option B, therefore eliminate the need for a meeting tomorrow morning. Please let me know. Option B would be as follows. Not add an additional race day for Friday, June 3rd. We believe we can add these races and which have been canceled on Saturday, June 4th and Sunday, June 5th card. We believe still provide the horsemen the lost opportunity to run their horses that were in the canceled races. Rewrite, redraw the races that have been canceled to date on Saturday, June 4th and or Sunday, June 5th card. The canceled races would be added to the already existing condition book and races currently going to be offered. We are presenting this option for several reasons. The short notice of our request, the short notice we would then be able to provide horsemen, Wyoming Gaming Commission staff, and 307 horse racing staff, and the availability of WGC staff. One of the issues that has come up in immediately speaking to all of our staff, I'm unable to get our commission veterinarian to the racetrack Friday. Dr. Erickson and or Dr. Wilson were scheduled. We have Dr. Erickson scheduled to be in Evanston for the weekend, and Dr. Wilson was scheduled to be in Gillette. and she would not get into Gillette till later on in the afternoon, or well, actually in the evening. So we're unable to get a veterinarian there, and that is a requirement. So that's a major problem for us. Commissioners, and I think at this point, President Davis and commissioners, it might be advisable to have Mr. Career speak. Mr. President Davis.
Okay, yeah, Charlie, can we proceed with discussion without a motion, or how did you want to? I guess that's a question for Mr. Kaler. Can we have some discussion, Mike, first?
Well, I think the proper way to do it would probably be a motion, a second, and discussion.
Okay. So at that, go ahead, Commissioner Cavello.
Mr. President, I would move to accept option B.
I'll second that.
Second that.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Kura. Been moved and seconded. Discussion. Okay, now we can hear, Commissioner Cavello.
Okay, President Davis, I think option B gives us the best way to get everything taken care of. Obviously, they're going to allow additional races on Saturday and Sunday. Not being able to provide the proper staff for a race on Friday obviously is a problem. And to my understanding, with our approval, this does not then negatively impact their ability to do the other things they want to do with regard to having videos and stuff like that. So I think it's the best solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Cavello.
President Davis, also just to note, Vice President Broussard has joined the meeting.
Hey, Troy. Okay, with that, Mr. Greer, would you have some input here for us?
President Davis and commissioners, good morning. First of all, thank you all for taking the time this morning on such short notice. It means a lot to 307 Horse Racing, and I know it means a lot to everybody at our race meet that you all are willing to jump on board with this as quick as you did. Very much appreciated. With that, I guess Mr. Moore had read the letters there to the commission, but at a high level, basically we had a monsoon over the weekend hit Gillette, Wyoming, and it was a weekend full of moisture, much needed moisture at that. Gillette has been in a drought for several years, so I'm sure the country is thankful for it, but it happened to land on days we were running races. So we had to cancel our last race on Saturday's card, and ultimately the entire card for Monday, Memorial Day. And really the intention here with this request, both option A and option B, are try to ultimately give these horsemen and everybody involved the same opportunity to run at these races that have been canceled. We want to make sure that we're doing everything we can as the operator for S307 Horse Racing and Energy Downs to give these horses and these horsemen as much opportunity as possible. And with doing that, led us to ultimately option A, which was the initial request of having Friday be an additional race day approved, and we would rewrite all those races that had been canceled. As Charlie had mentioned, through several discussions with the Gaming Commission and also within our own organization, I don't know if that's a realistic ask. And I don't want to put all of you in a position that is uncomfortable, nor the Gaming Commission staff, nor anybody in our organization or the horsemen. It's just short notice to get everybody on board with, I think, another race day for Friday. So option B, I think, is more realistic at this point. And ultimately, I don't know that we necessarily need anything approved by you all at the commission for that. But so you all are aware, we're definitely going to write back those races that have been canceled, every one of them. And we'll add those to either Saturday's card or Sunday's card, obviously hoping that they fill and all those horses that were entered go ahead and enter back. we can't promise that all these horses are going to go ahead and come back and enter, but we are going to definitely offer that to the best of our ability. And really the whole intention is just to give these horses the opportunity to run that got canceled. So with that, I appreciate everybody's time this morning. I'm happy to answer any questions regarding what has happened over the weekend and how we would like to see this unfold moving forward. But ultimately, just appreciate your guys' input and cooperation on this. And I'll stand for any questions. Thank you.
Are there any questions at this time? I have one for you, Jack. How many races are we talking total? You have one on Saturday, and what was Sunday's card? 8 or 9 races, or Monday's card?
Well, we still have to enter, President Davis. So you never know, but I'm assuming we're going to run probably 7 or 8 races. Well, prior to adding races, should be about 7 races on Saturday and probably 8 races on Sunday. Sunday's race card is filled with trials. So that could potentially end up being more races. I would assume that these races that got canceled would primarily be on Saturday's card. And we could end up having a 10 or a 12 race card that day.
Yeah, well, the question I had to you was the races on Monday, Memorial Day.
6.
How many races were there that day? Whether 8, 9, 10?
6.
6 and 1. So you have 7 races to make up, and you're wanting to do that in one weekend or one day, or
1 weekend, correct. Spread those 7 races over Saturday and Sunday's card, correct.
okay, plus what races you already had written.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I was wanting some clarification there.
Yes.
President Davis, if I could also further clarify that, you're talking 41 horses and you're talking 7 races is what it consisted of.
Okay, thank you, Charlie.
And what they would do, you know, from my experience, obviously in the racing office for many years, what they would do, they would open those races back up for entries. This would be done, this would be overseen by the stewards, and they would open those back up, take entries again, and basically they cancel. They've already canceled what they had, and then they would rewrite those races back.
Okay, are there other questions?
President Davis, Commissioner Curl, this will not do anything to, this won't affect our vet at this point by going with option B. Is that correct? Our vet will still be available?
Yes, we have no problem.
Okay.
There for the whole weekend then.
So that would leave us at business as normal. It just Friday would, it just not. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
other questions? Are there any questions from the public, Nick? Is there anybody out there?
President Davis, I got a few attendees, but no hands.
No hands?
Dr. Erickson is in attendance too, if you needed him for anything.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Dr. Erickson? Hearing none, then Charlie, we have a motion on the floor to approve option B.
All right, would you like me to read option B one more time, or do you think it's sufficient discussion?
Please, Charlie.
Okay. Right page here. Option B would be as follows: not add the additional race day for Friday, June 3rd. It goes on to say in the bullet points, we believe we can add these races that have been canceled to the Saturday, June 4th and or Sunday, June 5th card. We believe we can still provide the horsemen the lost opportunity to run those horses that we are entered in canceled races. Rewrite and redraw the races that have been canceled for Saturday, June 4th and or Sunday, June 5th. The canceled races would be added to the already existing condition book and races currently going to be offered. And additionally, how a racing secretary would do this would be there would be preferences given to those individual horses typically that had been involved in the canceled races. So they are given preference over a horse that potentially had sat out for the weekend, let's say.
Okay, that's the motion on the floor. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. With that, Jack, thank you for watching out for the athletes and the horsemen. We're appreciative of that. With
Thank
that,
President Davis. Thank you, commissioners. Appreciate it.
okay, with that, Charlie, we go to item number 4, executive session. Is there a reason for an executive session?
I would say there is.
President,
Go ahead, Mike.
I said no, Mr. President. No need.
Oh, okay, then with that, item number 5, meeting adjourned.
Thank you, commissioners, and thank you everyone for attending.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good day, guys.
All right,
Bye.
thank you.